finally, after weeks of waiting, the Prada foundation has arrived. I ordered this the second it was available at Sephora, and it took forever. We did have like a snowstorm, so I'm glad it's here. I'm excited. I'm gonna test this one out. They also sent me 10 lipsticks. These were sent to me, the foundation I picked up, but these are the soft matte and the hyper matte, and they're all nudes. So I'm gonna swatch all of these on and kind of give you my thoughts on it. We're gonna test out the foundation. I'm gonna do some check-ins in natural light, and I don't know if I'm gonna do a full day wear test. I guess you'll have to wait and see, but I'll just give you my thoughts on it. So let's get started. Also, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I'd love for you to subscribe down below, and let's get started. Now, this foundation is $70, which is a pretty penny. It does have a refillable in it. So if you take this little component out, it's glass and you can have a refill. This is like acrylic plastic. It is, like I mentioned, $70, which is a pretty penny. I think the refillable, I want to say it's around $50. I can't find the refillable right now on Sephora. This is supposed to be a medium coverage, a soft matte finish, and it says here it's a skin optimizing foundation that refines the skin in 3 dimensions, including tone, luminosity, and texture to reveal soft, filtered skin in real life. Okay, the shade I got is not sure, MN40. Does it say on the actual? Yes, it says right here as well, MN40. I was in between this one or a lighter one, but I just decided to go for this, and I think it's gonna be a good shade. I have a little bit of a tan right now, nothing crazy. Ooh, but it seems like it'll work. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, it may be a little bit dark for wintertime. Summertime, it'll be perfect. Honestly, this seems to have quite a lot of coverage just from that like one little swatch, and the finish is, yeah, it's like a soft matte. It doesn't feel dry at all and cakey. So I'm excited. Now, I don't have anything on. I do have a moisturizer that I put this morning, which was a couple hours ago. So I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown Face and Reach base. This is a mini, but I feel like this will give me nice hydration and a good almost like primer moisturizer in one. Now, I know they came out with little eyeshadows. I decided to skip on those, and not because they looked ugly, but the one that I wanted to try was the one with the purple, and it was sold out like that when it came available. And the other shades, I just didn't want to try, you know? The green one kind of intrigued me and it looked pretty, but honestly, I'm going to pay $80-something and I'm not going to use it. Purple I use, yeah, but like green on day to day, I don't really use. Okay, the foundation match is good. It goes on really nice and smooth. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels like nothing on the skin right now. Now, I put a pump and I'm doing only half of my face, and I feel like I'm using like the whole pump to give a nice even layer on my skin. The color is a smidge dark. I think this would be perfect for summer, but I just personally really dislike a light foundation, so I'd rather go just a little bit darker, like half a shade darker, and brighten it up with concealer if I need to. Okay, let's see up close. Okay, so the finish is really like a natural finish. Like I can see the soft matte claim because it doesn't have a glow to it, and it's kind of set down. To me, it looks like my skin. It's almost replicating however my skin is underneath. It's pretty much the same. I actually really like the way it looks. It looks quite blurring just because of that softer matte finish. The color's nice. Again, it's just a smidge darker for wintertime, but I think it'll work just like very easy. Like you can see on the forehead, there's not a big difference, and it kind of matches my body better than like my face skin. I think it looks really pretty. Yeah, wow. I actually love all kinds of foundations, but I would say my favorite, it's a natural finish. I don't like the super glowy one because I feel like they don't last well. So my favorite ones are like Makeup Forever HD foundation, just because it's like my skin. It becomes one with my skin. It's very unnoticeable, and I kind of feel like this does similar to that. It's almost mimicking however my skin is underneath, yet it's blurring it a little bit more. So this is very exciting. I think applying it first on my skin and then going with a brush will save some product, because obviously the brush had soaked some of the product when I first put it on the brush, but all is well. I'm gonna add just a little bit more right here. I think the claims are very accurate. It's a medium coverage. It's not full because I can still see some imperfections. Soft matte finish. Yes, it's not drying though. So don't think of it as a drying foundation. And it's very, very thin on the skin. I cannot feel it whatsoever, which is exciting. It's what I like. I like to have like medium coverage, but I don't want to feel like I'm wearing anything, which is why I always lean towards tinted moisturizers, because they just kind of become one with your skin, but those are not as long lasting. I assume that this is going to be quite long lasting just because it seems to set down and, you know, become one with your skin. It doesn't seem like it's going to move again because it dries down. I have a feeling that this is going to last all day, but I will absolutely give you an update or even check-ins to see how this lasts. So this is how we're looking nice and up close. I was expecting it to feel a little bit more drying and almost need a setting spray or something that's moisturizing, but it looks beautiful on the skin. It has not cling to any dry patches. I have quite a lot of dryness around my nose, even around my brows, my forehead. I have quite a lot of dryness. It's the middle of the winter here. So I'm surprised how well it does there. On the cheeks, it just looks like I'm not wearing anything. It just looks like my skin, which is very, very exciting. So far, I'm really, really liking it. Again, I'm going to do some check-ins in natural light so you can really see up close. But so far, I have pretty much zero negative to say about this. Ooh, let's see the scent. I cannot tell if it has a scent or not because I'm wearing a new perfume and that's all I can smell all over my hands is that perfume. So I truly cannot tell if it has a scent. Yeah. I'm sure there's that information out there, but for me right now, I cannot smell anything, but that's because my perfume is so intoxicating right now. Okay, I'm loving this so far. Let me go finish my makeup and then we're gonna do some swatches of the lipsticks. Here we have the finished makeup. The concealer I used is the new Laura Mercier, right here. I reviewed this before and I really, really like it. It's in the color 2N1. So I have this under my eyes, a little bit of a bronzer, the blush from Chanel, this one, the rose one. This was the winter edition. I really like it. I like that it's not super intense. It does give a little bit of a sheen. So I didn't want to put a highlighter because I wanted to kind of see how the foundation looks like and lasts without having like a highlighter on. But this does give a little bit of just a shift to it. And then on the eyes, I have the Patrick Ta. This is the third palette from him with all mattes. That's all I have on. And that's it. So the foundation is looking the same. Nothing has really changed. I think the skin looks like my skin and nothing has changed. I did not powder it. I'm not planning to powder. I did put a little bit of my Givenchy under my eyes for the concealer, but that's about it. And this concealer is also medium coverage. It's not full coverage. So let's zoom you in so you guys can see how it looks around the skin, the pores. I think it's a very pretty, very skin-like and not drying whatsoever, even though it has that soft matte finish. Okay, I'll give you updates throughout the day and check-ins. Let's move on to the lipsticks. I have here 5 of the, what are these called? The Hyper Matte and 5 Soft Matte. The difference in the packaging is that one has gold right here, and then one has silver. The soft matte has the silver. Now these are very expensive and we can't deny that. These are $50 lipsticks, which is absolutely insane. It's getting up there with Tom Ford, but they do have refills for this. So the way the component works, you can pull this little thing out and just have the refill and put it in there. First of all, like the packaging is so beautiful. It definitely feels very luxurious because you have the inside color. The pattern is absolutely stunning. It does have kind of a weirder applicator, which I have tried these on and I don't mind the applicator. I think it's kind of fun. So it's more rounded on one side. It's kind of straight at the top. And this side has a triangle, which, you know, it is Prada's signature sign. So here are all the soft matte colors. As you can see, they're all kind of neutral, which makes me very happy. So let's swatch them. So here are the swatches, starting from the top. This one is the B108 Beige, which is a light pink nude. Then we have P159, which is Noodle. It is a warm nude. The third one is P158 Meranti, which is a rose nude. Then down here is the color Caramel, which is the B106, and it is a cool brown nude. And last one is the B107, which is Sedona, which is a warm brown nude. So these are all the soft matte finishes. These are supposed to be more buildable coverage and a softer finish, and it is a diffuse matte that lasts up to 6 hours. So let's start with the lightest one. Obviously these would look great with lip liners, or you could use this like to brighten up the center of a lip. Let me put a lip liner with this. I'm just taking my Chanel 162 liner and blending this into the lipstick. I already got lipstick all over my shirt. That's frustrating. This is the color Beige with a more nude brown lip liner. I think it's pretty. This is going to be that one shade that I'm going to put just in the center of a lip to brighten it up, or obviously with a lip liner. Let me take just the center off and try the next one. Ooh, I like this one. This is the P159 Noodle. I really like this one. I can see myself using this a lot. Again, pair it with a lip liner. Of course, these are just too light to be paired with nothing. That's really pretty. I usually use these kinds of lipsticks a lot just for the center to brighten up the lip look. And actually, I really like this one because it has almost like a peachy undertone rather than a very cool tone pink like the other one. This, yes, this will be a go-to. The formula is so interesting by the way these are magnetic. They're very comfortable. They feel almost like maybe just a little bit waxy, but in a really comforting way. They don't feel powdery. I thought that maybe these would remind me of the Givenchy, the powder matte lipsticks. These are more moisturizing than that. Third shade here is Meranti, and this is also quite light. That's really pretty. This really is that beautiful rose nude color. And again, if you pair it with a lip liner, it just will work better. I'm gonna put just a little bit of, again, the same Chanel liner to make it a little bit more wearable. And obviously blend it in. That's a really pretty, like true rose nude color. Very pretty. Again, so comfortable. I don't mind the bullet either. However, if this was a red lipstick, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how precise you could be with that. Caramel is next. I tried this one in my other video. I love this color. This is a great color. You don't need a lip liner or anything in it. You can have it almost like diffused and blurred out, or you can build up the pigment. This is my favorite so far. So good. This is Caramel. And then Sedona, which has ruined my top. This is supposed to be a little bit warmer. That is another great color just by itself. You can build it up, you can sheer it out. This really is that diffused matte finish. I don't think I have a lipstick that's this formula. I really like it. I just think it's kind of cool and innovative, and you can have it a little bit more blurred if you want to, or you can even put a lip liner with it. But okay, that's the last of the soft matte lipsticks. And here we have the hyper matte lipsticks. These are the colors that they sent, and again, very neutral, wearable, even though they have some more depth. So let's swatch these. So here are the swatches of the hyper matte, and I'm putting these side by side so you can see that the soft mattes one right here are more diffused and a little bit almost like a balm, a soft matte balm with color, where these are more like a true matte lipsticks, still very pigmented and comfortable. You can see the pigment difference though on the hyper matte, that it's more pigment, more intense, and then the soft one, and these are built up. It's just more softer for sure. Starting off here, we have Alabaster. Then we have the shade Maroon. The third one is Tamaris, Amarena, and Uniform. Starting off, of course, with the lightest one. Again, this is going to be very light. More a center lid shade. Ooh, I really like this formula too. Very comfortable. Okay, again, this looks ridiculous without a lip liner or anything around it. But it's more of that pinky nude. It's not as peachy as some of the other ones. Adding a little bit of lip liner with this. Yes, I'm being very sloppy, but I just kind of want to show you how, it could look like if you'd pair it with a liner. Even though these are more pigmented, they're still very comfortable on the lips and very smooth, thin. It's not a very thick formula like the Makeup by Mario ones. Those are creamy. These are a little bit more thinner and, again, very comfortable. There's no dryness whatsoever. It's almost blurring on the lip. Ooh, very beautiful formula. I don't even know which one I like better. The soft matte or the hyper matte. I guess it will depend on the colors. Let's try the next one. Ooh, yeah. This is gonna be pretty much probably my go-to color. This was the Maroon, which is a cool nude. Yes, it's so pretty. The texture feels a little bit waxy. And I don't know if you're scared of that or not, and if it sounds bad. It just feels like it has a almost silicone-y feel to them that's very comfortable, not slippery whatsoever. This is a good shade. I like that one. Then we have Tamaris, which is the pink nude. Oh, this is bright. Definitely more pigment than the soft matte ones. That is actually a really pretty undertone of pink. It's brighter, but it's still wearable, and I don't really wear a ton of pinks. It's definitely brighter than a nude pink on me, but if you have deeper skin tone, it would look like a beautiful nude on me. It's a little brighter, but it's still very wearable. Actually surprised about this color. Next one is Amarena, and it is a mauve nude. Now the applicator is quite interesting because the soft matte, I don't really need a sharp line. With this one, you can get a sharper line if you turn it, but I can see how it could be difficult if you have a really deep color that you really need a sharp edge to carve the lip. You may need to use like a brush to sharpen up those edges, but I actually quite like the almost blurred line that it gives. So this could be a love or a hate, just the applicator, but I don't mind it. I like it. This is a beautiful kind of mauve shade. All of these have that almost blur effect around the lip line, which I really, really like. I don't like when the formula is so harsh almost, because it's so difficult to do the line on the lips. I feel the need for a liner most of the time, but with this, I think it almost blurs it so softly that I don't feel the need to go back in with a liner to clean the edge. I actually really like that more diffused look. Okay, last one. We have Uniform, which is a deep nude. Let's see how this works. I have such dry lips right now. It's clinging the tiniest bit, but absolutely nothing bad. Okay, so this is deeper, so I'm curious how it'll go around the edge. Yeah, I almost have to use the edge of the lipstick to line my lips. So here is how it's looking like without me using a lip liner and just trying to use the bullet to line my lips. I can see how if you have reds, you really will need a lip liner or a brush. Even now, I feel the need to just take a brush and almost smooth out the edges, just because there's like this point that you could use, but that's gonna break down soon enough. And you're gonna feel the need to have just a sharper edge. I love the color. It's so beautiful. I like the formula. Yeah, this is pretty. I'm taking the lip liner from Rare Beauty in the color Wise. That is such a beautiful, deeper color, but it's still very wearable. I'm just trying to clean my hands, and I don't have wet wipes here. Okay, I definitely like this one better with a lip liner. I feel like it just keeps the color in place and defines my lips better. So if I were to have one negative about this, is definitely the applicator can be tricky. The lighter shades, they don't bother me whatsoever. It's just the deeper shades, once you get there, I can see how it could be just a little frustrating not having a pointed tip. The packaging is stunning, but it is so expensive. $50 is really out there. However, I do find the formula very interesting. The colors are all beautiful. Obviously, I have more the nude shades and the more earthy tones, which I love, but I would have liked to maybe try a more corally shade or red to kind of see how that looks. I'm trying to decide which one I like better, the formula. I think the soft matte is going to be beautiful for that no makeup look, or if you just want a little bit of a wash of color. The hyper mattes I think are better if you want full pigment. But both of them are very comfortable. I have incredibly dry lips right now, and I feel like if anything, it makes my lips look better and not dry and like it's clinging to those patches. I'm actually quite surprised with that. So formula wise, I think it is excellent. And this is not because they sent it to me. I will absolutely always tell you the truth no matter what, but I really, really like the formula. I am a matte lipstick lover, so I love every time I see new innovative matte formula, and I do think that this is different. It's very thin, kind of blurring on the lips. like I mentioned, the soft matte have more of that almost silicone-y feel. The hyper matte's not so much. It's almost like they've dried down and they feel comfortable. I feel like I'm not wearing much of anything right now. Let's see the transfer real quick. So there is a little bit of transfer, nothing bad. I like this color. I'm gonna keep this one on, and I will do some check-ins in natural light on the foundation. So far, I am loving it. If anything, I like it now that I've worn it for maybe like 30, 40 minutes. I kind of think I like it now even better. It's almost meshed into my skin even more. I do find it very skin-like, very natural. I will see you guys in just a little bit. I just finished eating and the lipstick is still on, which is great. And the foundation, I think it looks even better out here than in the studio. I just think it looks so beautiful and smooth. The color works really well as well. I would pick this color again if I had to. Let's zoom you in. So here is up close, just in front of, there's a big window. I mean, it looks kind of flawless, very perfecting. I do not need more coverage than this. The lipstick, again, I ate and it was like kind of a little oily and it's still on. So that's good. I really like the foundation. Absolutely beautiful. Such an amazing finish. It lasts really well so far. It's only been a few hours, but I don't feel like it's any glowier. If you see any glow, it's probably just from the blush. Let's see other lightings, but so far I'm absolutely loving this. Okay, this is another lighting. Again, a window. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful foundation. So far, it's almost 10 out of 10. I need to see how it wears, but I mean, even my pores look beautiful. It looks like I'm not wearing anything. And the fact that it's more of that natural finish rather than glowy, it just makes it look even more like I'm not wearing anything. And just working in the background, I'm about to make some crepes because we're both craving it. And that's about it. That's it for now. I will do probably another check-in and kind of give you my thoughts. Again, the lipstick has lasted so well. It's quite surprising. I know there's a lot of new lipsticks coming out and I tried the Hourglass ones, which I really like. So I feel like I'm gonna need to gather my thoughts on like which one's the best and what do I like for what and all these things. The Hourglass seems a little bit more like a not traditional matte lipstick, because that one's super smooth and almost has like primer in it. So I just need to gather my thoughts on all the new matte lipsticks that have been coming out and let you guys know, because it's all over the place for me as well, and I know there's more coming. So far this is a really nice formula. I just think it's a little pricey for what it is, you know. Like if there's one color that you absolutely love and you're like, that is my perfect shade, yeah, that's great. But the Hourglass ones are like $39, I think, or somewhere around there, and I feel like they do similar stuff, so you're saving quite a lot of money on those. But look just how beautiful this foundation, even in this light, it's absolutely stunning. The foundation so far, I think it's absolutely worth it. Like if you're thinking about it and you have even dry skin like me, I have quite dry skin, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning, very skin-like. You're perfecting. This is exciting. I love foundations and testing them out, even around my nose. Looks really good. I'm looking in the viewfinder, so, but I did go look in just a regular mirror in the bathroom and in the hallway here, so I had different lighting and it looked great in all of them. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna start on my crepes. Huh?
I feel like you will.
Yeah, hopefully. By now you'd think you'd be asleep. It is about 7 hours later and I still have the lipstick on. It's not as like intense. I guess I could smooth it out a little bit, but that's pretty good, right? I already ate, I had crepes, I, you know, lived my life, and I feel like it's still pretty good. Okay, foundation. This is again in front of a window. I love this foundation. Let's zoom you in. I just love the way this sits on the skin. It looks so healthy, kind of natural. There's a little bit of a glow coming in, but it's mainly where the concealer is rather than the foundation. So here, all this still looks really good. Yeah, even the forehead looks nice, a little bit shiny right here. Let me see if I touch it. There's not much coming off. Yeah, the foundation is very interesting because it is a soft matte, but it almost acts like a natural finish, and it doesn't move. Where it is, it has not moved, and I could rub this and like nothing would come off. So I really, really like this finish. Again, I think it's a little bit glowy right here, but I really think that all that is the Laura Mercier concealer, just a little bit glowier. But the foundation, I am so impressed. My kid's watching Mickey Mouse. I'm very impressed with this foundation. I love it so much. I could see how it would become like top shelf, because it's lasting so well. And again, I cooked some, so obviously there's like oils and heat and stuff like that, and it's still in great condition. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I may do one more check-in at the end. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do it in the studio, because I messed up my ribs at jiu-jitsu a couple days ago and I cannot move, guys. I'm wearing this like wrap to kind of try to hold the ribs in place in the back, but it is so debilitating. I cannot move. So I've been editing the video, sitting in bed and just kind of trying to do nothing, and I don't know if I'm gonna go in the studio and give you an update, or I'm just gonna end it, I don't know, in wherever I'm in the house. But so far I love this. I want to say it's 10 out of 10. The foundation, it's so good. We're back. Andrew's making the pizzas for tonight. He got an outdoor pizza oven, and so now we have Friday night pizza every night. Actually, we've been doing that for a while, but now it's a good pizza. And he's getting this pepperoni. Where's the pepperoni? All the way there. That is so good. We tried some from Whole Foods and it wasn't that great. Prime and this selection. One is from Kroger, Prime Selection, and it is the best. Okay, update. Foundation. Final check-in. It's perfect. It literally has not changed. Don't you think so, Andrew?
Looks great.
You didn't even look.
What is the concealer?
The foundation.
The foundation. It looks very good.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much it is?
Probably not.
Okay, cool. I don't think you do either. Yeah, so I love this foundation. I think it is amazing. Again, it's dark outside now, so you can't really see natural light, but you get the idea. I put a different lipstick, one of the soft matte one, the pinkier one. I don't know the actual shade, but yeah, nothing has changed. The foundation literally has not moved. It hasn't gone any glowier either. It's perfect. So yeah, it's a thumbs up for both, but the foundation definitely is the standout and the product where I think it's worth the money. The lipsticks, I love them, but for that price, you could probably find cheaper option for sure. But that's not to say that these aren't beautiful. The packaging was really nice and luxurious. I like that you can have refills. Not that I finished the lipstick in years, okay? But yeah, that's it. So we're about to eat. Well, this gets cooked in like how many
2
seconds?
minutes.
2 minutes. And it
so.
gets really nice, like Italian pizza. That was his Christmas present, the pizza oven. And it was definitely worth it. And he makes the dough with
There's some
Italian.
basil up there.
Yeah, with Italian
Flour.
And I also have basil, mint. What do we have there? Parsley. Anyway, since it's winter and I don't have my herbs outside, I thought I would just put them here and use them. But okay, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Here we have 2 pizzas done. Kids, me. Not Andrew, me.
Mine is next, I guess.
All right, we're digging in.